Hello and welcome to Skyheiser Productions coverage of the 2022 St. Charles Open, production powered by Lone Star Disc. The St. Charles Open is presented to you by Smokin Aces Disc Golf, the St. Charles County Disc Golf Club, Bushnell Disc, and last but not least, Discraft. I'm Kevin Copeland. I'm here with a man known as J-Mo, Justin Mount. Glad to have you. Joining us today on our feature card will be Drew Cantrell, Zackeriath Johnson, Ryan Jeziorski, and Brock Rohler. We're here at Indian Camp Creek Park in Wentzville, Missouri. It's a long and windy track defined by its tall OB grass. Hole 1 is a 787-foot par 5. What are you thinking about this one, J-Mo?
You know, Kev, it's a long, straight shot. Basically, you want to hang it out over that side on the left and get it out past where it opens up. Give you a chance to throw it right back up to the basket.
Yeah, eagle opportunities for sure. Drew Cantrell on the box first, going with a forehand.
We got a card full of specialties for the forehand today, Kev. Ryan might be the only one that might not throw a lot of forehands today.
Yeah, we're going to see some bombs for sure. This looks pretty good from Drew.
Yes, sir.
Looks like I lost that one, but I believe that is going to be middle of the fairway. Zach Johnson, of course, going with the forehand as well.
You can see that wind just howling out there.
Yeah, it's really ripping. A little lower of a line from Zach.
Yeah.
But he's going to be safe. He's going to like that one.
I repeat. I was like, no.
Like you said, Ryan is going with the backhand here. That looks a little inside.
Yeah, that one got away from him a little early.
I do believe it opens up by the short pad there, so he might get it to advance up into about that spot, but he was out pretty early. Brock also with the forehand. Oh, he crushed this one.
Yeah, that's smashed. That's all the way up by the first pin.
Yeah, even a little bit past it. And this is the kind of shot that I think lends to the eagle opportunity.
Yeah, it's got to be like a 400 plus forehand from Brock. You'll see a lot of that from Brock. He's got a real powerful forehand.
Ryan throwing 3 there into the middle of the fairway. Drew's up next. Another power forehand. Yeah, I'm thinking deep circle 2, maybe just outside of circle 2. Let's see what Zach's going to do here. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get to the pin with that one.
And get to the pin he does, just outside of circle 1.
Yeah, he'll have a bid. Ryan switching to the forehand now for his 4th shot.
Gets a nice little roll.
Yeah, not trying to do too much there. Keep himself safe. And Brock just way down there. He's definitely going for the pin with this shot. Such a compact form. He just really rips on it.
Yeah, and that puts him within 15.
Take a look at Drew's up shot. Get himself in birdie position.
Ooh, it sawed off a little bit, but it comes to rest.
Yeah, I
Be
think that's
okay.
probably more putt than he wanted, but he'll be fine up there.
Anything's more of a putt than you want in this wind, Kev.
100%. Ryan with a good upshot. This is Zach's eagle bid. Comes up a little short with that one. Yeah, and this is closer than it looked like on the original shot there. Catches right side a little bit, but sticks.
This is Brock for his eagle.
It's about as stress-free as you can get.
I don't know about stress-free there, Kev. It's, like I said, there's a lot of wind out here today.
And these baskets aren't known for being the best catchers either. Zach will have a tap in for his birdie.
A little low left.
Yeah, that one's stuck, and Zach gives a little pat to the basket there.
That last chain caught that one.
Yeah, and Ryan escapes with a bogey after the early OB stroke. Hole 2, we have a 574-foot par 4, sponsored by Wander Disc Golf. Yeah, so this one you really want to throw another power shot to get to that open, as close to the tree line as you can get.
Yeah, that tree that's right in the middle of your screen right now, right behind Brock. You want to just get as close to that tree as you can by hanging out over that right side, because that fairway goes pretty far right after that tree.
And that was low and turned over, and he's going to be out of bounds pretty early.
Yeah, he's not going to advance very much.
Drew is also opting for the backhand on this one. You got to carry so much OB to get down there. This looks like a better angle from Drew. Let's see if he makes it back in bounds.
Ooh.
Ooh, just got there, it looks like. And
Looks
if
like
he
he caught the last little bit of brush right before it comes back in and squeezed through.
Yeah, and if he is in bounds, like it looks like he is, he's going to have a real nice approach to the basket for his bird. No doubt Zach's trying to really rip on this one.
Oh, yeah, that looks like a good angle.
And that is just absolutely crushed.
That is obliterated. He's in the tree line.
Into the tree line, yeah. I mean, there's a chance he's probably got a 70 or 80-foot look, but I think he'll take his easy pitch up and get his bird. Ryan's looking a little turned over here.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be able to get back in. A little too much turn, not enough height to cut back all the way.
Yeah, and him and Brock are going to be in real similar positions. Looks like Brock has opted to take his relief back off the OB line, give himself a better look. That looks like it might be trouble. It's stalling out. And that catches OB again.
He throws that 400 so hard.
Yeah, I think he just got that one a little high, faded out earlier than he was hoping. Ryan's going with a backhand, more of a turnover shot, it looks like.
Looks good, though. Right down in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, that's going to be safe for sure.
Although he's fairly short, it's not an OB stroke, so he's
Right.
looking good there. Straight down to the pin.
Looks like he was going with a mid-range here. Ooh, catches some early trees. He might be obstructed to the basket there.
Looks like Drew was safe.
He'll pitch up forehand, and he's going to like that one.
That gap can be so hard to hit when you're out from the tree line, getting down to that pin, that farthest pin.
Yeah, there's a couple lanes, but they're all pretty tricky. And you see Brock, that gets a little hot on him. He's going to maybe even be outside the circle. And I believe he'll be putting from 4-6 from there. Yeah, and kind of like we thought, Zach with just a little step putt approach.
That was my goal, to try to get to the tee for sure.
Ryan's looking at something. He might have a lane. That's a soft bid. Brock for double bogey here.
Yeah, that's a rough way to take a second hole after you take the eagle on the first hole.
Yeah, and I
Give it
believe
right back.
a triple bogey. Drew taps in his birdie. He's 2 for 2. And Brock stops the bleeding there.
Zach taps in for his easy birdie.
And he is also 2 for 2. So Drew and Zach perfect through 2. Hole 3, 556-foot par 4. The basket is actually in a different location than this video is going to show. You'll see the PVC pipe towards the upper right-hand side of your screen. That's where the pin placement is, real tight to the OB.
Carried away.
Or yeah, you throw it and then it changes halfway. Yeah,
Looks like Drew's going to be going to that power forehand again.
We'll probably see quite a few power forehands on this one. They'll hang it out over that left side and try and come back into the middle of the fairway.
Looks like he's done just that. And this is a hole you don't have to bite too much distance off. It's only 556 feet. You do want to have a stress-free second shot. So the further you can push down there, the easier it is. But staying in bounds is really what you want to do.
Oh, that's turned.
Yeah, Zach's trying to he get a little too much flex on that one. And he's going to be OB fairly early, maybe 100 feet off the tee pad. See what Ryan does. Oh, Ryan's also going with the forehand. It's a little higher, a little safer shot, and I think he's going to like it.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for any better to get right into the middle of the fairway. That's all you want.
I think Brock's going to be looking to get a hold of this.
You let that out a little early, though.
Yeah, it didn't quite stand up as much as he wanted, and that does skip OB. He got quite a bit far down there, though. And Zach looks like he advanced further than I might have thought.
He's probably looking at about 300 in.
And that's a great shot. Looked like maybe a Firebird. And this is a tough up shot because that OB is so tight behind the basket. It's under 10 feet. So you really got to play into that hillside. A little too much hyzer on this, I think. It does stay in bounds. This looks pretty good from Drew. A little inside maybe. Just outside the circle. That's not a putt you want on this particular green.
No, it's not. Not with that OB right behind the basket. And being windy as it is.
Brock going with a high hyzer, maybe a zone. Ooh.
I bet you that skipped out.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely out of bounds. He almost gave that an eagle bid.
That's the problem with this hole. If you're going for it and you don't draw that metal, you're going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, and after seeing that, it seems like Ryan comes up a little short. He's going to have a long putt. Drew from about 35 cans it. 3 for 3.
Great putts.
And these early holes on this course are really the ones that can ruin your round. So Drew, you know, making a stand here.
Yeah, being perfect through threes, you couldn't ask for any better.
Ryan with a little soft miss there to the right. Zach, I believe, putting for par.
Oh, no.
Oh, see, and that's what we were talking about. He caught just a little bit of chain on the left side, but just he kept going into the out of bounds, and he'll be putting for double bogey. This should be for Brock's par. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He had 2 OB strokes on this one.
Yeah, he'll be putting in for his bogey. Or double bogey. 3 shots, 2 OBs, yeah. He'll be putting in for a 5.
5 and bogey, yeah. He's at +2 after that eagle hole 1. Ryan taps in for his bogey. We're moving on to hole 4. Hole 4 is a long hole, a par 5, just under 800 feet. Drew going with a backhand, looks like a destroyer maybe. He rips this hard.
Oh, and he skips out of bounds. There's a hard pack there that really plays a big skip on that approach.
Yeah, that is a fast part of the fairway for sure. Not uncommon to see that. Ryan also going with the backhand. Looks like his escape, I believe. Lands in the tall stuff. That is not out of bounds, though.
That tall stuff right there in the middle is awfully close to that little pond that does play out of bounds. So you'd like to stay away from that, but if you're in the tall mounds, you're okay. It's just going to be some bad footing for him.
Brock throwing a hard forehand hyzer.
Ooh, does that stay in?
Hard to tell, but it looks like it might have. He just ripped that thing way down there. Looks like Zach's also going to play the forehand. That looks wide.
I think he's going to like that one.
Oh, yeah. What was I thinking? He's way down there, middle of the fairway. A little short of where Brock ended up, but this is that tall grass. Some bad footing for Ryan, but not taking a stroke. Going to try to hit that gap in the middle of your screen with the forehand, it looks like.
And he got it turned, which is the key to that shot. You don't want to let it stay on hyzer.
Yeah, he's right in the middle. Drew, this is where Drew went OB, so he'll be throwing 3 here. See what he's got. Ooh, a roller.
No, he didn't.
That was not an ordinary roller. That was a spectacular shot. Drew might even have a birdie look up there.
You see him just grinning about it. He knows how good of a shot that was.
That was nuts. Zach throwing forehand, approaching the green.
Ooh.
He clipped. Oh, so he clipped the first tree just barely and hit the second one deeper, but he's still in the middle of the fairway. Not terrible spot. Brock throwing the low forehand. Ooh. Oh, that kicked him towards the basket, generally speaking. That could have went a lot worse.
Yeah, there's OB around that corner. He might have, he looks like he stayed clean of it, but I'm still curious about if he's going to be clean on that first shot or not. We'll just have to count, see what he brings in at the end of the hole. And
There's Ryan with the forehand approach into the woods. Looks a little too much hyzer. Hard to tell where that ended up, but he did get into the tree line. This is what Zach's left with. Going right at it. Gets knocked down early. He might have a look there, but it's in circle 2.
he cut it a little too close to that corner.
Ryan throwing a forehand with an approach disc of some sort, and that's beautiful. Yeah, this is for Brock's eagle, I believe. He got way in there.
As long as he stayed clean on that first shot, this would be for eagle.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, gives it a soft high bid. Comes up a little short. Here's Zach.
Ooh, that was a good bid.
Yeah, he gave it a chance. This is for Drew's birdie.
This is for, he went OB.
Yeah, went OB. That crazy roller shot.
To get a birdie on this hole with going OB, that is insane.
Yeah, and he misses just left. Still a par.
No harm, no foul on the par here.
As the rest of our guys tap out. Zach with a par.
So this should be for birdie.
If he was safe, yes. And
Yes.
it was. As our group moves on to hole 5. 461-foot par 3 and OB left and right side. And you have this really, really annoying tree right in front of you on the tee pad. You'll see that in a second. This is one that you're not going to see too many twos on.
Yeah, either you're going to go through the trees, which is grown out now, so it's hard to do, or you're going to go over that right side and try and get it down into the fairway. But
He does go to the left of that tree with a flexi forehand. Might be trouble. Ooh. He got way down there, but he is out of bounds. Drew looking at the same line. No, he's going backhand. That was a wide hyzer. He crushed this one.
where'd it go?
Yeah, hard to tell.
Oh, he turned over and he never came back in.
Oh, so he might be early OB right there in front of that tree. That's a lot of hole left when you're throwing 3.
It's a lot more than I want to have, Kev.
For sure. Zach looks to be eyeballing that inside forehand line. You ripped that thing.
That's ideal.
Yeah, that's about as good as you're going to do on this hole. so hard to pump a low forehand 460 feet. So he got that maybe 380, 400, and that's going to be good. Ryan going wide, hyzer. Hard to tell where that one ended up. Yeah, and this is where Drew
He's
went
bringing
OB
it back
early.
all the way down to the tree.
Throwing a hyzer flippy kind of turnover shot. A little too turned. Hard to tell where that one ended up.
It's like Ryan's is right there on the edge, looking like just barely out of bounds. Good approach.
Yeah, he'll have a probably 20, 25 foot uphill putt. Drew just pitching up. Yeah, and Brock really crushed that, just taking the penalty stroke.
Yeah, this is a really tough par 3.
You see Brock taking a knee, making sure that disc stays out of the wind. Looks like Zach will do the same.
Goes to show you just how much wind is out there.
Yeah, Ryan, maybe 28 feet. Oh, just misses a little low. Doesn't seem to have found his stroke yet.
No, and Ryan's really good at the longer putts. Usually you see him can quite a few of them every round.
And that second shot from Drew was OB. He just took a double bogey.
Just really hard to stay clean on this front 9, Kev. You're going to get some relief here in a second, though.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't think that was OB. He actually took a 5. I was thinking it was a par 4. Hole 6, a short hole, 233 foot par 3. You'll see some low kind of tight hyzer lines, and you might see the big hyzer line as well over the trees, which is what it looks like Zach's doing. And you're kind of playing Plinko at the end of this shot.
Maybe, that'd be cool.
That looked just outside the circle, J-Mo? Hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, it might be right outside the circle. I'm kind of surprised you don't see more of the swingy little hyzer skipping through them trees in the last bit of the fairway there.
That's kind of what Brock went with, and it looks like he's in the circle.
Especially with how much wind's out there right now. I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get my disc in the air.
really surprised to see Zackeriath go high. That was amazing.
Great ground action on Drew's little hyzer. This looks pretty good from Ryan. And that's the pure version right there. He went right through the gap. He's going to like that. Brock with a big putt to get his birdie. This is a tester. Ooh, just high left. No chance to stick with that putt. Easy 2 for Drew. Got a rolling mini.
Got away from him a little bit there.
And Zach takes the 3. Ryan will be the last one to putt here with his beautiful shot.
Yeah, he needed the reprieve. He needed a deuce here.
And he gets it.
He's had a little bit of a rough go on the beginning of this round.
Hole 7 is a 337-foot par 3. And what are you going to see people throwing on this one, J-Mo?
From the long pad, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of low forehands trying to skip up to that green.
That seems to be exactly what Brock's doing here. Wide, trying to get that skip.
And that's a massive skip.
Oh yeah, he's going to really like that. Elevated basket, so he's not off the hook yet, but you can kind of see from this angle the backhand turnover is kind of there, but I do believe this group of guys is going to be going forehand.
Yeah, if you've got a serviceable forehand and you're a right-handed player, you're definitely going to try and throw that forehand on this hole. As long as you miss all the trees and throw straight down the pipe, you're going to be looking at the basket.
Speaking of missing the trees, Drew got skinny through that first little group, and he's going to be inside the circle, putting for birdie. Ryan's turned his hat backwards, so you know he means business. Let's see what he's got. Yeah,
He did not get as fortunate as Drew.
Yeah, it's nearly identical shot to both Brock and Drew. Just hit the ones you got to miss there.
That's kind of the thing. If you hang it wide, you got to miss that set of trees. The key is to get inside of those trees.
See what Zach's going to do here. Ooh, see, he went for like a more straight flexy forehand through the middle, and he paid for it. Caught a little cabbage there.
I think that got out of his hands a little early on that one. I don't think there's any way possible that he'd be trying to go that route with his forehand.
Ryan caught a tree on his upshot. I think he might still be outside of the circle as Zach pitches up. Oh, yeah, that caught a tree much earlier than I thought.
Gives it a bid, though.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to make that one.
Yeah, he knows he needs to make up some ground. Sure, he's not happy with being so short after two.
Drew's puttings look pretty good today. Let's see if he can make this. Yep, and I'm not surprised. With confidence.
Right on the stripe.
Gets a stroke back. Brock with the tap in too as well. Ryan's putting for 4 here. That does stick. Seems to be a little frustrated out there. It can be tough when that first part of the front 9 gets to you on this course.
Yeah, hopefully we can see him turn it around here.
It's another long, well, I guess really not that long for a par 4, but it's tricky to get to. You're going to be throwing the big hyzer off the tee. There is OB right side. The left side is not OB, but the woods can be not ideal. Yeah, I'd be surprised if we see anything other than a backhand. That was low. Oh, that was out of bounds pretty early. As a lefty, J-Mo, how do you attack a hole like this that is built for righties?
Well, you know, it's tough in a wind like this, but I think you're going to want to throw more of a overstable and just get it turned over.
Yeah.
And try and beat that first corner on the left and then fade back into the middle of the fairway. I like to try and go to a roller when it's in this deep position, kind of a sky roller. But yet again, in this wind, I don't see that working out too well.
Drew just got way down there, but he is on the left side in the tree line. It'd be interesting to see what he has to get to the basket. Something tells me Zach's trying to throw this one pretty far.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to follow Drew over to that left side.
He pushes further forward, but yeah, it's going to be over there. You just got to see if you have those lanes through the woods on the left. If not, you can be looking at hyzer out over the fairway. Maybe even a forehand roller if it's really bad. Ryan's coming through this gap. He's also left side. I think that's gonna be tricky where he's at.
Yeah, he's quite a bit earlier than the other two. If he's got a window, he can throw the hyzer out.
Looks like Brock's going right at it from his OB stroke. Should be throwing 3 here. Yeah, that looked good. He'll have a putt to save his par. Ryan did have to go with a forehand roller.
Yeah.
Comes up a little short, but not a terrible shot from where he's at.
Yeah, he should be able to get up and down for his par from there.
Drew is going through the woods with a forehand. Just great execution, too. Gives himself a look for birdie. Maybe 15 feet.
And Zackeriath is following suit.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what he's looking at here, but he's closer than Drew as well. So, yeah, not too much trouble there.
Thank you.
Tell you, I have not had that luck on this hole in the past. When I'm on the left side, I've always been just so pinched.
Yeah, it's tough to find a line through there sometimes. There's a lot of trees on that left side. They might not be big,
Yeah, they're there.
you get enough small trees and you got a jail cell going on.
Ryan came up a little short on his bid. Brock taps in. Drew for birdie. He cans that one to 4 down through 8 holes. Pretty solid start. Ryan taps in his par.
No harm, no foul.
This should be Zach for birdie to get back under even par. 1 down.
We are dedicated to the game. Developing technology and providing data that helps you take the next step. Whether it's your next training session, league night, or major. Because we believe the best way to grow the sport is to push the sport. And the best way to do that is together. We're focused on the future to make that happen.
Here on hole 9. This is a kind of a hyzer shot. The basket around that corner that you can see. 346 feet. Some trees to beat there towards the end of it too.
You've got all OB on the left up till about 300 feet. So you don't want to go too far left, but you don't want to stay too far right. That looks pretty ideal there.
Yeah, maybe even outdrove it a little bit. Oh yeah, he's in circle 2. But it's so hard to get that right height for the disc to stall out at that 346-foot mark. Zach's a little more inside, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to catch that first set of trees and knock himself down.
Did stay in bounds. I wonder if Brock's looking lower or if he's going up high. Looks like high. This is a better looking... Well, spoke too soon. You do have to hug those trees tight, but he caught one of them, unfortunately.
I don't think we'll see any low shots from these guys. Just brings in too much of a skip factor.
And Jeziorski gets tied up as well. So we got 3 guys that got tied up early, and Drew went a little long. No easy birdie looks here. Great upshot. Ryan executes that well. He did have a tree in his way. Hard to tell if Brock was giving that a bid or just laying it up. But I'm guessing Drew is going for this. Ooh, that looked really good.
Yeah, it looked like it just stuck to his finger just for a second, though.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to take a stroke on the card there. You know he wanted that one. Drew does make his comebacker.
Thank you.
The rest of our card taps out for their par. And that will wrap up the front 9. There's quite a bit of separation on our feature card, with Drew Cantrell leading the way at 4 under. Joining him at the top is Jack Schulte, with Max Anderson and Noah Free just a stroke back. Derek Green and Taylor Thomas just 2 strokes off the pace. Thank you for joining us today for round 1 front 9 coverage of the 2022 St. Charles Open. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button and follow Skyheiser Productions to follow the rest of this tournament, plus a ton of other great events. We'll see you next time.